guys, it's coffee time. And yeah, I'm wearing the same shirt 2 videos in a row because I decided I wanted to sleep in this again. It was just kind of laying on my floor and I went, that is a comfy tank top, and just put it on again. Did the thing where I like sniffed the armpits. I was like, I know I'm only going to sleep in this, but I don't want to be woken up by my own stank, so I'm like smelling it. It smells fine. Put it on. Instant comfort. That's all you gotta do. So, today, I went and got brunch, and I was disappointed and at the same time elated because I'm not a big brunch person, but everybody in LA is all about brunch, as I've told you. So, good friends of mine that I used to work with found out that I have never had poached eggs before, and they were mortified. They were horrified for me, could not believe that we were even friends. So it was decided that today I would go to brunch with them and have poached eggs for the very first time, and it would be amazeballs. And fortunately, I have so many friends that constantly eat brunch, they know just the right places to get such delicious poached eggs. So we picked the place, we all went there, had some funsies and some laughs, and it was wonderful. And then the guy came over to take our orders, and I was like, I want the poached eggs. And he gets this look on his face, this like pained look. And he said, I totally forgot to tell you guys, we don't have any more of the crab quiche, and we don't have any of the beans for the poached eggs. So we can't do either of those meals. Now, I could have gotten something else and said, by the way, could I have a poached egg? But everybody had said that it was so amazing, this like poached egg meal, that I was like, all right, it wasn't meant to be. I'll have to come back and get the poached egg meal. I don't want to eat just the poached eggs. I want to know what sorts of flavors we're supposed to combine with the poached eggs. I want to know everything about it. So instead, I got the corned beef hash, and it was amazing. I love hash, though. But, oh my goodness, this was so good. I annihilated it. I ate so much of it. I think my favorite part, though, is on their menu, and this might be enough for some of you to know where we went. On the menu, there's something called the basket of pastries. And so we were sitting there and looking at it, and the friends of mine that go there often said, all right, we have to get the basket of pastries. I said, all right. So we got the basket of pastries, and the guy comes over and he says, all right, I got a basket for you. It's just a plate. It was a plate with pastries on it. And my friend Jared and I look at each other and we go, that's not a basket. We both had this same, like, immediate, visceral reaction within us where we said, don't call it a basket if it's a plate. A square plate at that, not even a normal round plate, but a square plate disguising itself by name alone as a basket. Silly. That is silliness. But oh man, those pastries were delicious. There was the only thing that I didn't eat was a jam-filled muffin. I didn't have any desire to eat that. I'm not a huge fan of, like, okay, I know that I like beer papas. That is the only situation in which a pastry filled with something creamy has ever been very good to me. For the most part, I really don't like that scenario of, like, biting into something that's bready or crunchy and then having this, like, flood of weird goopiness in my mouth. I'm like, no. No. So, I didn't eat that. But there was also a lemon muffin that I ate, and it was delicious. There was a amazing scone that came with a lemon dip that I totally ate. There was a lot of lemon going on, now that I think about it. Oh well, what was the last thing? There's one more thing, and I can't remember what it was. Oh well. There were 4 things on a square plate, apparently called the basket of pastries, and I was offended. But oh my goodness, that meal was amazing. It was so good. It was so good. So yes, did that. Had to re-render Blood Bowl. I knew I was going to have to. I knew it! But I re-rendered Blood Bowl, put that up, so if you wanted to see that match with me and Angry Joe, that's finally up. A lot of people in the comments are like, this game was so intense, and we're like, yeah, we were not lying. We were not lying. This is an intense game, but very excited that it's up. If you watch Joe's, he does his with a webcam on him, so all of the moments when he's just flipping out are so funny because you actually get to see him. Love it. And next week I go against Krender. I think I told you guys that, so that's going to be terrifying. But I'm going to work hard and not train with Krender. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, so I did that. I still haven't entirely gotten rid of all of this. I stuck to my guns. I didn't move anything from the bed. Like, in terms of during sleep time, all the stuff that I hadn't gone through yet stayed on the bed. And I was like, this is how it's going to be. This is my punishment. And then today, of course, I was like, well, I guess I'm punishing myself again. So I'm going to try to actually go through all of that tonight so that, why can't I just do things? Why? Why do I get so lost in my own brain places? I suppose that's a common problem, but I put up some more posters. Put up my shield. Yeah! Yes. Love it. And these are all posters that I'm going to give away to friends. And those are all DIY t-shirts. I think that might be a mishmash of t-shirts at this point. Dang it. Yeah, just a lot going on. There's a lot going on right here. So, doing things one by one at a time, unfortunately is coupled with the phrase slow and steady. It's like, alright, just take things one at a time. It's like saying, take things slow. You can't just do things one at a time and have it go super fast. Unless it's eating jelly beans. Then I bet you could slam that out. Just jelly beans all day, right? Yeah. Or chips, maybe? Once you pop, the fun don't stop. Just keep eating chips. That wouldn't be slow and steady. That would be vicious. I was really excited because for dinner, I was able to eat some leftover corn that Chris and Sarah made, and amazing, so good. At first I was like, I should have put like some salt on this maybe, and then I went, no, you know what? I didn't try this yesterday, so I'm going to see how it tastes just with nothing on it. It was so good. It was so good. I might honestly like eat another piece of corn because it was just, this is the most amazing part of the meal. It was just so tasty. So maybe I'll just get like a ton more corn. Just so much that it's baffling to onlookers. That's all I want. I also had that moment today. Do you ever buy something and then leave it in your car and you know there's a piece of your brain that just knows that you bought that thing, but for some reason you can't find it when you go to your car? Maybe this only happens to people with messy cars. Those of you with messy cars, let's chat. You know when you buy something and you leave it in there and sometimes you can't find it later. I knew I bought cat food. I knew I had bought cat food. And I went to my car and I was kind of like, you know, like shoving shirts aside and things. And I was like, I don't see any cat food in here. This is weird. Turns out it was exactly where I should have looked first, which was my trunk. You know, the place where typically people put groceries? Silly. Silly. I am going to go play Runner 2 because I still haven't played that. And it's been sitting on my desktop staring at me, and I really want to play it. So I'm going to go do that. I hope that you guys had an amazing day and an amazing weekend, and I will talk to you again tomorrow. Bye-bye. Mwah.